What's happening all? Turn 1 and turn 2 complete of Brecourt Manor revised from Lock and Load Tactical from the We Stand Alone scenario set. Thank you, Kev Sharp, for that. And this is the first game in the game room and the first game of my Year of the Paratrooper starting now. I couldn't wait till 2019. So I'm going to be trying to play and focus on Paratrooper scenarios because 1944 was 75 years ago next year. So 75 years, do some Paratrooper stuff. There's lots of Paratrooper stuff, obviously. And also to support the Paratrooper TV series being made and running an IndieGoGo campaign. Pardon me for that jump. Fellow wargamer, Lance, is making this series along with a bunch of other people. He's not alone. And so my only skin in the game is that I supported the IndieGoGo. He's not, no one's paying me. In fact, I'm paying them. So let's see what's going on here. So this is Brecourt Manor from, you watch Band of Brothers, Day of Days, second episode. Watch the attack on the guns. 4 105mm guns blasting the beaches. They sent Easy Company to go take the guns out. They were, of course, successful. I don't necessarily expect that because it's not Winters leading them, it's me. However, in the first 2 turns, it's been interesting. So in turn 1, the Germans cannot react at all because it's a surprise. The Americans can. I feel like I'm missing something in what the units are capable of doing, but they moved up. We shook these guys here. I used the decisive skill, my one-time use for, this is Winters. He and his squad jumped in there and meleeed them and won because they were already shaken. So it's like the fire maneuver helped. These guys fired and shook them. These guys jumped over and assaulted and took out. And then this turn, they did the rally roll that they do, and he destroyed the gun. This group has 2 American squads, Sergeant Hill and a hero, against a 054 squad and a machine gun, and they are stuck in melee. They both rolled terrible. And then my machine gun here fired and spotted these guys. I never spot in this game, but I spotted, fired, killed outright the half squad in there. So now this is just this shaken leader. These guys both fired on him and were ineffective. And when these guys jumped into there and blew up, jumped in there, this 164 squad appeared. You know, we can say they woke up or they came out of the manor here and started firing. Well, they won't be able to fire until they get here. So these guys, these, and these cannot move. He can only move into these to rally these guys to keep firing. And this guy's here to rally people. So, but he's shaken right now. And the initiative always goes to the Americans. Let's go ahead and roll that. He's the only one to rally. So let's rally him up. 6. He's in the trenches, so it's an 8 or less. And I rolled an 8. Ooh, that trench wasn't there. He wouldn't get it, so he recovers. There's a machine gun in here, but I'm in melee, so I can't do anything with it. It's a tripod machine gun. My thought is to put him in here and then fire on these guys. These guys could dismantle because he can't fire on anybody in here because of the hedge. So I could go around here because these guys can't move. I could come around here and try to take these guys out, but I don't know. He's not melee eligible, so if they move into that to melee, he's dead. So he'll want to move back. First thing he'll do is do this melee. I guess I could go there and support it with Winters, but I need him to get in here every turn, so I don't need stalling him. I can't stall him. Is it 6 or 7 turns? I'll let you know the next time I shoot. So that's that. We'll talk to you guys after the next turn. See ya. All right, end of turn 4. 3 and 4 now are done. It's a pretty quick playing scenario. My Winters is hurt. I don't know if I said this. Oh, no, probably not. So in the melee over here, bad things happen. We'd beat them, but then they took out the hero and a squad. A half squad. They took out a hero and a half squad. A half squad took out a hero. So my hero is out, so I have to have a new hero for the next scenario. Americans are probably going to lose this. It's like super impossible to make it to these guns. But you can't extend the scenario beyond the 7. But Anyway, they moved into here. They started moving. I'm assuming that no matter where you are in here, you have to spot people in the trenches because you can't really see, but you can see. It doesn't say you can't see them. It just says, I'm guessing you have to spot them. So I tried spotting, couldn't do it. These guys moved, and of course, one of these machine guns took them out. Then everyone else fired on them, and they couldn't do anything. So that was awesome. Anyway, so I have to rally, get them in there. So that's just extending how long it's going to take. So, all right, I'll go play turn 5. See you at the flip side of 5 or 6. Bye. Oh, okay, here we are at the beginning of turn 7. The Americans and Winters have destroyed 2 guns. This firing is so crazy. These guys have done nothing. They have, I think they shook one time, but man, you know how many dice I'm rolling, they're not doing anything. These guys haven't done anything. At least they fired. Everyone's fired. I don't know if I'm doing the trenches right. I'm firing down the trench line, giving you have to spot if you have to, blah, 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 all that stuff. So it's hard, but I'm still doing it. So it's not working out too good. So kind of cool mechanic at the beginning of turn 7 during the rally phase. And the first thing, the Germans roll a dice. And if their number is equal to or less than the number of guns remaining, the game ends. Like reinforcements arrive and the easy company pulls out and they lose. Well, I rolled a 6 and there's 2 guns left. So I'd have to roll a 2 or less, 2 or 1. So we'll keep playing until we get it done. So now I got to charge that next gun. We'll see you after turn 7. Game over, man. Dude. I rolled a 2 on the dice. There are 2 guns left. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I was making good progress. So I entered this hex, and Corporal Medro and a 144 half squad appeared in here. So now I know everything that's going to happen. Anyway. Mission failed. So the Americans withdraw. Should have looked this up before I did it. So they withdraw from battle. I assume they leave that gun there. Because we don't do any reinforcing or anything. But now the Germans are going to get fate points. These guys, terrible rolling. And they're firing. It would be kind of cool if you carried troops over, though. I'm going to have to get a new hero. Unitas died, so I have to get a new hero with no special skills. I'll see if that's how that works. I assume it does. Actually, let's just look here. Campaign tracker. Oh, sorry, guys. I should have looked this up and not moved you around like this. I apologize. So, let's see what happens here. Victory. So, campaign, if the American player wins, 1 campaign point. So I got 0 campaign points, and the Germans get 3 fate points. So I'll have to keep track of that. And so I'll have to put the Germans here. They got 3 fate points. And I'll see what those do. Talk about that. Your personal hero. So I can't choose her. So it's either Ash, Unitas, or a Scooby. It does not say that, I'll just say a new hero comes into play here. So, all right, so our hero Unitas died earlier in the game, earlier in the scenario. Let's say dispatched. I mean, Americans took out 4 half squads and a leader, but it didn't matter. They did not get the guns cleared up before reinforcements came. So on to Brecourt Manor. Where we're going to attack this manor here. So that's that, and it's late, and it was very much fun. My very first game in my room. There's a couple things that are a little weird. Would be kind of weird to play with a guest, a new person, but it was not a bad noob game. You got a lot of firepower as the Americans. These guys would not roll like this all the time. That would happen more. I think more bad things would happen to the Americans. I just rolled great. It wouldn't be bad to play the Americans. I mean, you know what you're doing. You're trying to achieve. The Germans don't have a lot to do, so it's a good one for a teacher. Or maybe as, I guess it's a good way to teach somebody because the Germans are probably going to win because it's a little tough to get the timing right on the attacks. That's a pretty fun scenario. I mean, it's just fun because you're just picturing the show and you get a race against time, and I'm not sure it's possible to get them all done by turn 6 before you have to start rolling the die. I'm not sure about that. I don't think it is, but I'll have to look at it again. Very fun. Thanks, Lock and Load. Thanks all for watching, and we'll see you after the next scenario. See ya.